Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's good.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Goff going to shift him around. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
This is caught by Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Cut.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And
touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. The gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. 2nd down and 8. In motion comes the tight end left. Love now. That's taken in by Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Complete once again to Watson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First rep of the game from Josh Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. They'll send Watson in motion right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. In motion left goes Watson. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw.
21-yard line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Value one.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
2nd and 10.
Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Detroit. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Packers 13.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football downfield. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Firing quickly out wide is Love. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9
When you're playing a
yards.
quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw now, here's Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Love. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. Love to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
49-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The tackle by Clay Walker. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And that is no good.
And this is going to remain a one-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. Love looking to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Williams being motioned left. Now Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Loose inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 158 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here's gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 19 yards away.
And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
To try here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is obtained.
Makes the score Lions 21, Packers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Love.
Down man downfield, it's Atten.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Throwing. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They motion the running back out left.
Love throwing for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Lions 21, Packers 19.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Goff now looks to throw.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Black 20. Get ready to speed. Get ready to speed.
Back to throw. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 180.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Like 20.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 2-point game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pass caught. That's Golden. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining. here in this fourth quarter. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from the overtime time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
37-yard line.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Obama, 180! What's up?
Now it's gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions first down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Cut. Line 20. Maverick.
Gibbs straight ahead. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
We go tonight. Line 20. Cut.
Now we give running left with Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Detroit,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.